Hello, 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 it is Enestor 27 coming to you guys with week number 5 of the NUH Battling League. Today, the Detroit Cobalions, the 1 and 3, are going to take on the Chicago Cubchoos, the 3-1 team. Oh wow, I cannot remember. I just blanked right there. I'm sorry, Galactic Elliot. I was just like, what's his name? What's his name? What's his YouTube name? I just call you Elliot, but just like, I cannot remember you. Galiot, what is his name? But I just remembered that Galiot comes from Galactic and Elliot and the word gay. Because, Elliot, you are a faggot. But whatever. If you guys don't know him, go check him out in the description below. He's a chill dude. He does those fun little, live streams that I sometimes peek into. Yep, and now we got, unfortunately this week, this is the guy who gemmed me all my Pokemon, so I knew that I could not just bring in the regular mons that I've been bringing essentially, so I had to switch up some of the sets that I had originally on some of these mons. Ivysaur is still the same, Primeape still the same, everyone else has been altered slightly, such as the Regirock is now an Assault Vest set for this battle, and Ninetales has become a bulkier offensive set, and the Seismitoad has become a fast special attacker, I think, in this battle. And then Bonquisha, I was sort of scared of the Kecleon and the Gourgeist, because Gourgeist is sort of weird to deal with because you don't really know what form it's going to be, like small, medium, or large. I don't really know the difference between them, but I'm pretty sure the largest one has like the bulkiest of all of them. So I'm not sure what kind of Gourgeist he's going to be bringing to this battle, but we're just going to hop right into the battle, and I hope you guys are enjoying your day. If you guys could please drop a like rating, it really does mean a lot. So Bonquisha, aka Galia, is going to be issuing us a challenge. I'm going to lead off with the Sandslash because I wanted to get rocks up as soon as possible, and he's going to lead off with the Garbodor. I'm sort of like, why do you have to start off with this garbage right now? So this first turn, he's going to set up the Toxic Spikes. I sort of thought he said Spikes this first turn. If I knew that, I wouldn't have gone for the Rapid Spin in the next turn. I would have just switched out into Ivysaur. Personally, because I knew the Toxic was coming, and it was pretty, I just knew that I had to switch out, but I thought it did Spike, so I was like, oh, let's just go for Rapid Spin, and I decided to make my Sandslash unnecessarily poisoned for this battle. So it sort of sucks because I didn't bring Aromatherapy Vileplume. I decided to bring in the favorite for this battle because after last week, I needed him to do something. So whatever, he's going to go for a Body Slam, and I know that if it came down to a one-on-one battle, Sandslash will beat a Garbodor any day, because I got Stab Earthquake versus Body Slam. Body Slam is like base 80, I think, maybe, and I have Stab and Super Effective against a Garbodor, so I know I'll win this battle. So this next turn, I sort of predicted him to leave to like either his Rotom or his Swoobat, so I decided to go for a knockoff this turn, predicting that. But he decides to keep it in I think he predicted me to stay in to go for the knockoff. So that was a pretty good play. As he gets the crit on the Body Slam, it sort of mattered. It doesn't really matter in the long run. It's just annoying to see that, but it's whatever. I'm not looking to get any more of the toxic damage racking up on me. So I'm just going to set in rows my Regirock to take on the Garbodor. He's going to go for a Gunk Shot. Thankfully, I do resist this. I think, yeah, I do resist it, and that does like nothing to me. So that's very nice. He's going to set up a Toxic Spikes, which was pretty odd because I know that he's seen my set. He's seen one of my Regirock sets, so I knew he could probably die. But Garbodor is a lot bulkier than I thought. I thought he could die from that, but apparently not. I just have to make sure that my next Pokemon switching is going to have to be Ivysaur or my Sandslash, because I don't want anyone else to be poisoned for this game. So I'm going to thankfully take out the Garbodor finally, and we're going to be dealt with a little bit of a problem here. We're going to be taking on a Kecleon, and this thing can have Protean. So I'm going to switch the fuck out, and I was scared that the Water Pulse was either the Water Pulse or a Grass Knot might be coming my way. Wow, did I say might? So I was scared of that, so he decided to go for a Power Punch, which scares me even more, because now this thing is going to be setting up on me of all Pokemon. My favorite is going to be set up on by a stupid Kecleon, the stupid LC. So I'm not taking any part of it. I'm going to put this thing straight to sleep, and he's going to stay asleep for at least one turn. He's not going to be setting up for a little bit. So thankfully he does stay asleep this next turn, and this upcoming turn, I just wanted to put a little bit more pressure for the Kecleon if he decides to try to wait out the sleep turns. I wanted to go for... No, I decided to go for a Sludge Bomb, trying to get heavy damage, but that does like nothing because I have no special attack investment on this Ivysaur. This one is is supposed to be a special wall. It's essentially what the NU set is supposed to be. So, wow. There's that. So he's going to start setting up once again and go for the Shadow Sneak. So he's going to be a Ghost type, which is going to be pretty important for later. I'm going to thankfully barely live this. Thankfully Shadow Sneak is relatively weak. So I'm going to get the nice Sleep Powder on the Kecleon. And I do believe this turn I'm going to go for a Leech Seed to put more pressure on the Kecleon because I'm sick of it having the leftovers. It's really not fun for me. And as you can see, he went for the Shadow Sneak this turn because he went first. So I'm just going to set up the Leech Seed on the Kecleon now. And now the Kecleon will be losing more HP than it is gaining because I think that leftovers does 6% and Leech Seed does 12%. So since I'm assuming that this Kecleon doesn't really have speed investment at all, so I can get a lot of HP from that, because 20 HP is relatively a lot in the grand scheme of things. So I'm going to send out Pecans, sort of hoping that he can stay asleep one more turn, and thankfully he does, and I know that from this range I can probably live a Shadow Sneak and kill it off with a knockoff. So I'm just like, okay, if he wakes up, then I can probably live. If he doesn't, then whatever. I will figure out how to deal with it later. But after all this leftovers and Leech Seed and Poison, I'm going to be hit. No, the Kecleon is going to stay asleep, unfortunately for Galiot. I'm really sorry, buddy, but I know I could have lived one of those. So as you guys are probably going to see in a little... No! The Kecleon is going to die to a, what's it called, a Leech Seed because we were able to knock out the leftover, so it wouldn't be able to recover enough HP so it could live the incoming Leech Seed. So that's the second Pokemon down for Elliot, and we're still looking pretty nice with our 6 Mons right now. Still sort of scared because the Gourgeist is still around, and now he's gonna send out a Heatmore. I was sort of scared of this thing because I thought that it was gonna go for like a Grass Knot. So I send out my Foxy Ninetales right out, predicting a Grass Knot, and I knew, but he's gonna go for what's it called? Giga Drain as opposed to that. So it doesn't really matter that much as he loses a lot of HP to the Stealth Rocks, and didn't gain that much from the Giga Drain and lost a lot from the Life Orb. So he's gonna go for a Sucker Punch, which I did not see coming. I don't really know anything about Heatmore itself. He's gonna lose a lot of HP with that Dark Pulse, and I'm sort of wanting to keep the Foxy for later because it's literally our only thing against the Gourgeist. So I'm gonna have to keep this thing around. I'm just gonna send out Favorite right now just to sack it off. Unfortunately, I didn't really see the point of keeping him. I'm sorry. I had to just ditch it for the greater good. I could have sacked off the Sandslash at the end of the day, but I just sort of saw like this was one of his last special attackers minus the Zubat and the Rotom, and both of them do have Stab, super effective against him. So I just had to get rid of it. So I'm just going to send in the Nickel, the Seismitoad. Our fast Seismitoad is not going to eat up this Sucker Punch as nicely as I was hoping, but I'm going to go for the safe Sludge Wave because I thought he might want to switch out into something else that could levitate. But he's going to sack out. He's going to do the smart play, keep the Heatmore in, because it probably would have died. Wow, is it Heatmore? Yeah, I think it's a Heatmore. Because the Heatmore would have died upon re-entry. So he's going to send in the Brave Bat, the Zubat. This thing is annoying as hell. I don't know what a Zubat usually carries. I thought that it can maybe carry like HP Grass or anything along those lines. So I'm going to switch into Rose because it's AV. So I thought that it could maybe take one hit. So Elliot starts setting up on me. I'm just like, okay, this is probably the most golden opportunity I have. I can probably live one Psychic, but he has Psy Shock, which makes me even happier because my physical defense is hella higher than my special defense. So my Rock Slide is easily going to kill off the Brave Bat. So that's going to be a very nice kill for Rose right now. And we're going to be dealing with Wicked, the stupid Gorgeist. This thing is going to be a problem. We don't really have anything to deal with it, and here it has Frisk, so it can pretty much tell Elliot that I did have an Assault Vest. That's why I didn't have any leftovers. So I'm going to send into Pecans, predicting the possibly the Will-O-Wisp, but he's going to go for a Seed Bomb, which was a very nice play, very safe play, and that's going to nearly kill Pecans. Pecans really can't do much from this range. Unfortunately, Pecans is just like, I don't know what to do with my life. I'm just gonna get Shadow Sneak because I think the Gorgeists tend to carry Shadow Sneak to finish off its prey within this sort of range. So I'm just like, okay, Pecans, you can just die right now. But he makes the weird play and decides to switch into Frostbite. Maybe it's making me think that possibly he doesn't really have Shadow Sneak. I'm not sure. I was sort of on the idea that he was. But I decided to go for a knockoff just to get rid of the leftovers that the Gorgeist had. But it sort of makes it better because now this Rotom no longer has the Choice Spec, so it's a lot weaker than it originally was. So he's going to go for the Blizzard. Obviously, it's going to kill me. It probably could have killed me from essentially any range because Sand Slash's special defense is pretty garbage, if you ask me. So there goes the Sand Slash. But now I can send in Alpha from this point. And Alpha has Fire Punch, so I know I could just lock myself into that, and I think I will be fine for the rest of the game. But unfortunately, as he switches in the Gorgeist, it's going to it's going to burn me, which sort of sucks. I just wanted Alpha to die at this point because I wanted to safe switch into Foxy because I didn't know what Wicked would have. So I'm going to go for a Fire Punch, hoping it would do about half. Nope, not even close, not even a quarter. It's going to go for a Pain Split, and thankfully I didn't switch in the my Ninetales because that could have been a lot of HP back to Wicked, and the leftovers will lead it back to essentially where it was before the Fire Punch. So it sort of sucks. I'm just going to go for another Fire Punch. I'm just like, please, I get the crit. No, I get the burn right here, which really sucks for Elliot. I'm just getting a little bit of Hex on near the end just to help push things forward. I think this burn is now going to be annoying, but I'm going to get a crit at the end to push to help push this game a little bit push the game a little bit faster, because it would have been, at the end of the day, I could have just switched into Foxy to finish off the Gorgeist from any range. So he's going to set up the Leech Seed. I just didn't want anything else to be giving off a good amount of HP. So the Gorgeist is going to be getting a little bit more HP and a lot more HP after this Leech Seed. But this turn, I'm going to get a critical hit, which will end this Gorgeist's life. And the Detroit Cobalions will be 2 and 3 after this week. We were able to overcome the trash talking that Elliot was talking earlier to us, because I don't know if you guys were aware of it on Twitter. He was talking all sorts of smack, all types of smack during this little week. So he's like, Enestor, I will beat the shit out of you. No, he didn't say that. It was just like, I will beat you and you can't do anything about it. And I was just like, okay, I will try my best to beat you, Mr. Galactic Elliot. I will try my best. So we ended up trying our best. We ended up getting the win, which was essentially everything that we needed. So I'm going to end the episode here, guys. If you guys did enjoy, make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to check out Elliot in the description below. He's a fine friend, he's a good dude, and he's a nice one. Also, if you aren't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Make sure to check out the rest of the other guys in the NU Age Battling League as always. And this has been Enestor, and I will see you guys later.